Hello, everybody. This is MR Drops, aka Music Reviewer Drops, and today I'll be reviewing 1X by 3 Days Grace from 2006, which is their second studio album. Their first studio album was the self-titled one from 2003. I reviewed it. You guys can check it out on the channel. There are tracks on this album like Pain, Animal I Have Become, Never Too Late, Riot, and much more. Yeah, Trevor couldn't be here, unfortunately, and this album was written in 2005 and 2006 while Adam Gontier was going through rehab, and this is all kind of like how he was feeling. So, without further ado, let's begin with the music review. It's all over for Track number 1, It's All Over by 3DG. So, what I have to say is that this song is kind of about how you're kind of at just like the lowest point in life you could possibly be, or you're falling off. It's all over, just like how the title says. It delivers very well on its bridge, foremost, but just like its last album, it had a strong start. This one also has a very strong start. Instrumentation side of things, and it might also be due to the new guitarist, Barry Stock. This was his first album, just joined the band. He wasn't on the self-titled, it was just Neil Sanderson, Adam Gontier, and Brad Walsh, but now they have Barry Stock as a lead guitarist, so there's 4 members in the group now with this album. Any problems I had with it, I guess it's just that it doesn't get that 5 out of 5 rating due to the fact of just, it's really good, it's great actually, but just doesn't really hit the mark to make it that most memorable song, that song that defines 3 Days Grace. You're not going to say it's this one, but it's definitely a great start to a great album. Overall score, A, phenomenal, 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, Pain. So this is a huge track of theirs. While it's not as huge as Animal I Have Become or Never Too Late or Riot, which are also on this album, or the I Hate Everything About You from the previous album, this is still a huge song. I would probably say their 5th most popular, maybe 4th or 5th. Yeah, it's there with Riot, but it isn't quite there with the other 3, arguably, when it comes to 3 Days Grace. But yeah, you would rather feel pain than nothing at all. It's like, oh, we're going through pain, but at least it's an emotion, and at least it's human. And it's a great way to look at it, to say. Definitely a great song I recommend on so many different levels to so many different people. But whether it's just like you're having a bad day or your whole life is like this or whatever, this song can definitely work. Overall score, phenomenal, A, 4.7 out of 5. Next up is the biggest track of their discography. Next up, Animal I Have Become. This, in my opinion, well, not in my opinion, it's kind of a fact. It's between this and I Hate Everything About You for being the biggest track that they've ever made. I would say this is very recognized by a lot of people, and here's the thing. This is about, self-hatred in a way. You've kind of become something you hate. There's like this evil inside of you taking over you, but no, I gotta say, don't get me wrong, this is a great song, but I personally think this is overrated. What do I mean by that? I gotta say, this is a great song, but I just feel like they've made a lot of better songs than this. And out of all songs to be like, oh, this is every band has like that one song, one or two songs that make them stick out. This is it for 3 Days Grace. This is their big popular track, and I just don't get it, if I have to be honest. Yes, it was the lead single of 1X, and that's where they were mostly big during that 1X era, but I don't know. I just always felt like I do really like the creepy beginning, and I don't know, it's just there's something about it that doesn't make it as big as it should be. It's just I get where this is coming from, but on this album and on other albums too, I think there are songs that are better than Animal I Have Become. It's just very recognized and not much to say about it because I just don't really feel much about it. I relate to the message. It's like, okay, but overall, I'm gonna give it a B plus, 3.7 out of 5. Now here's a track that I think does deserve its credit. Never Too Late. This helped me and a lot of other people out through rough times, because if you're just, not doing the best in life or not being where you want to be in life, it's never too late to change that. Go for what you want to go or change what you want to change. This has more of a positive message, like more uplifting message behind it, kind of like Pain, I would have to say. It was executed very, especially with the beginning with the acoustic guitar, it's just chilling almost. It's off of the beginning, you can tell what this song is, and right off the bat, the minute I heard that acoustic guitar, I was already invested, and this is one of the first songs by this band I've actually heard, not to mention, like I'd say within the first 5, but I think everyone can easily say that. Great. I just don't know what to say, because everyone has talked about this. Well, not everyone, but lots of people have. There's not much to say besides it does deserve the praise it gets. Oh, I'm just gonna rate it. Fuck it. Overall, I'm gonna give it a phenomenal score, 4.6 out of 5. On My Own. This song is also a great song. Every song in this album is a great song. Sorry for my language errors, but overall, the message is about how you're just a big disgrace according to yourself, but you're disappointing the one that you love. You left home and you're just trying to start off you're just trying to live on your own now, just running away from your past and starting fresh. Overall, another great track here. This is like a break in between singles, Never Too Late and Riot, and this is a pretty great break. And overall, 3.9 out of 5, B plus. Next up, we have Riot. This is, in my opinion, like kind of one of their party songs. Kind of like people could just listen to this and just rock on, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that was gay. What the fuck am I on? Okay, no, but yeah, Riot is like just one of those songs, like, let's go fuck shit up. And that's exactly what this song is like. This is the only song on the album, I believe, with the F-bomb on it. Fun fact right there, if anyone cares. Overall, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 B+.
If you wanna get out alive, oh, run for your life.
Alive by 3 Days Grace. Overall, this is a track about being a commitment in a relationship. Then it all just goes sour, and if you want to get out alive, just go try to get out of that relationship. But not much to say. Great track. I just realized that we're almost at the end of the album. It's like the 7th track out of 12, but anyways, I'm going to give it a phenomenal 4.4 out of 5.
I didn't try, I just don't care about you anymore.
Let It Die. This is about a song where, whether it's like a breakup or you being friends with no, it's about a breakup, but you tried in the relationship, but you just don't care anymore, and the relationship's long gone. It's all history. Just let it die, let it fade away. Overall, this is a very catchy tune right here, right from the start, with the acoustic guitar yet again. And with this and Life Starts Now and some of their later works, they have this acoustic guitar beginning, and the song just builds up more and more as it goes. And 1X kind of started this. I mean, they kind of did do this in the self-titled album, but not nearly as much as 1X and Life Starts Now. But yeah, gotta say, it's probably my second favorite track on the album. I'm gonna give it an A 4.9 out of 5. Why is it not a 5? Like I said, phenomenal song. It's just not quite there to hit the mark at the 5 out of 5. It takes quite a bit, but yeah, next track.
Over and over, over and over, I fall.
Over and Over by 3 Days Grace. This is about a desperate, you think you desperately need this person, but in reality you don't. But you're chasing after this person, you're wasting your time over and over again. But yeah, not much to say with this track because the meanings are simple, and not simple, but you get what I mean. It's all kind of just 3 Days Grace. It's this classic style, and I gotta say, this is a phenomenal 4.5 out of 5.
I will not die, I'll wait here for you in my time.
You won't die. You won't give up on life no matter how hard it gets. Overall, this is another great song. And here's the thing. A lot of people can, connect to a lot of these messages. And as cringy as this word kind of is to describe music, relate to this kind of music by 3 Days Grace. Because everybody goes through shitty breakups and, feeling terrible about themselves or just a lot of different things, and this album just takes on a whole bunch of issues and it executes it very, very well. So gotta say, this is just another great song right here. And yeah,
Denying that I feel so much better.
number 11, Gone Forever. With this type of track, I thought it was going to be like a sad, oh, I miss you type of track. But no, this was very twisted after the first verse, where it's like, oh, I'm happy that you're gone forever. And honestly, there is that certain someone in life that you hate, whether you actually know them or not. Or, well, no, this is about someone you actually know, but still, gotta say, awesome track right here. Overall, A- 4.2 out of 5. Final track, 1X, which is the title track. But here's the thing. right? I usually find these songs to be the best on the album. A lot of people might disagree with me. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this opinion. This might be my favorite. This is my favorite 3 Days Grace song of all time. Why? Because this is of course I like connected to like some of these songs like at a certain point in my life, but this one applied to me for quite a while in the past, and I was able to just go through with a lot of things just because of this song alone. This was kind of like the new album Outsider. This song kind of represents you being an outsider, but in a way that's not cringy, in a way where the lyrics doesn't sound like it's written by a kindergartner, or the simple fact of, oh yeah, lyrics are actually different from each other, and having awesome instrumentation and lyrics to it. But seriously though, I cannot find a single flaw to this song with its guitar solo or the chorus or anything. This is just, in my opinion, a hidden gem, an underrated, looked upon masterpiece that people don't really take the time to sit down, listen to, and think about. But I gotta say, this is a perfect song. It gets the first ever S rank I will be delivering on this channel, and there will be more to come in the future for other bands, maybe even 3 Days Grace, who knows. But I've listened to this band for around a solid 10 years. This is the one song that makes me think of, just being the perfect song. But I gotta say, this is a phenomenal album, but due to its consistency of having great to fantastic songs all throughout, not one single dip in this album, and just being very consistent with what it's worth, I'm going to give this album the S rank. And tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. Leave a like and please subscribe if you are new. And I'll be seeing you all tomorrow with the Life Starts Now album review. Take care.